Merry Christmas to everyone. Today, I wanted to put something together that I think will very much help you in your business, especially if you're looking to make probate a part of your 2026. Okay. So, as we are coming into the end of 2025, you should already have your business plans written out, okay? And if you don't have it written out, let me be the little pinch in your ear today that you need to sit down and spend some time with yourself, with a pen and with your notebook, and you need to plan out your 2026, okay? Now, for me, especially if you're starting something brand new, it's even more important, okay? Someone like myself that already has their systems in place and already has like all the foundational work already built. You're basically just improving upon what is already working for you and basically saying, what else can I add in that will bring me more business, that will bring me more opportunities, and will advance my career, right? So today, what we're going to spend some time together doing is I'm going to assume, which would be pretty a good assumption, if you're watching this video right now, if you're joining me live, let's go. Hi, Ian. I see you there. Let's roll. So if you're watching this live or if you're seeing this at a later time, you and probate have something going on, okay? So this is going to be a 2026 probate business blueprint, okay? And this is going to give you some key tips that you need to build in. If you're serious about probate and you want to take probate into 2026, this is exactly what you're going to want to do and how you're going to want to build out your systems, okay? So for those of you that don't know me, if you maybe just ran across this on Instagram, or we're also live on YouTube as well, my name is Carolynn Castillo. I specialize in probate real estate. I'm based out of Florida. I do probate transactions throughout the state of Florida. And I have a passion for transferring what God has given me into you. So teaching you how you can make probate real estate in your market, in your state. So check out, I have appointments that I would love to meet with you to discuss bringing probate to your market, to your city. On Instagram, check the link in my bio. I actually just launched my first digital store, guys. I'm very proud of this. Okay, so if you go to my bio in Instagram, it's the first link right there. And you can see I've got some cool stuff coming up in 2026 that we're going to be able to connect with each other more. So check out check out my store, see what makes sense to you, and get plugged in. Let's book an appointment together. Let's do some trainings together. My 2026 is dreaming of you, okay? And I'm wanting to do business and work with probate real estate professionals around the globe, around the country. So if that's you, don't be shy, get connected with me, let's be friends, and let's take over probate real estate in 2026. So let's go ahead and dive in today. So I hope you have your pen and paper. I will be posting the replay later just in case you miss anything. But we're going to go ahead and jump in. So why is probate real estate a gold rush in 2026? Okay. This is literally an untapped niche that is looking for real estate professionals just like yourself. In 2026, we are in the midst of the great wealth transfer, okay? This is basically happening right as we speak, and it's going to be happening the next 10 to 15 years is going to be where all the baby boomers are expiring. I know it's kind of weird to talk about, but it is what it is. The baby boomers now, the youngest baby boomer by the age of 2030 will be 65. Okay. So the numbers are what the numbers are. As of now, we're not immortal, right? We are going to pass away at some point. This is a limited experience we have here on earth. And the baby boomers are actually the wealthiest generation. Okay. And if you look up the statistics, don't take my word for it. Look up the statistics yourself. You're going to see that the baby boomers are holding in their wealth transfer. It's like $71 trillion that are going to transfer from their generation over to the next generation. A huge portion of that, almost 60% of that, is held in real estate. It's held in real estate. So these properties are going to be transferred over to the next generation. And if you've listened to any of my trainings, if you've been around me long enough, you'll know that transferring that real estate over to the next generation is not the easiest thing on planet Earth, right? And so they likely require a professional to help them sell the property, help them navigate probate, help them get through sometimes what could be people's lowest moments in their life when their loved ones are passing away, okay? With probate, it guarantees you listings. You're not working with buyers in this niche, okay? I personally would rather sell water bottles on the side of the road than work with buyers, okay? Now, I have done it on occasion, but it's not what I love to do. It's not what I enjoy to do. I've always been a listing agent, and so that's why probate real estate makes so much sense, because it's all listings. Listings are great for your business because everything's done by an appointment. Everything, you're in full control of your schedule. You don't have to, oh, a house just came on the market. Like I just had a crazy listing last week, and literally within 24 hours, 48 hours, we had over 30 offers, which is not normal right now at all, okay? And by Monday, we had already had the finalized offer. I had Monday and Tuesday while negotiations were going on. Buyer agents were sending me like death threats, okay? Like they were so pissed because they were spending the weekend with their family, and now their client was not able to put a bid in on that offer because their agent didn't run out on a Saturday and take them to see the house, right? So if you're looking to get into something that you can schedule around your kids, around your family priorities, you're looking for something that you can get into that's not going away. This isn't like a trend, guys. Like death is among us, right? Death and taxes, never going away, right? So this is something that you can step into this gold rush in 2026 through probate real estate. Get regular listings that are coming into you in less competition. You know, a lot of realtors right now, when they're doing different types of cold calling and reaching out, they're doing for sale by owners, they're doing expireds. And let's be honest, it's completely inundated with other realtors trying to do the same thing, you know? And for me, it's not just about that. When you're going after expireds, when you're going after for sale by owners, it's all about you. It's all about your success, your accolades, how cool you are, how many houses you've sold, how many billboards you're on, right? Not everybody loves that, right? Maybe you're looking for something that's more fulfilling. Maybe you're looking for something that, hey, you know what? I'm really enjoying being able to help somebody through a difficult time and get paid, right? Get paid top dollar for my services because I'm helping them overcome a really tough issue, right? So this is a niche that, you know, most agents avoid, to be honest. They don't know how to attack it. They don't know what to do, how to handle these problems, right? So if you want to get into something that is going to increase year after year as the baby boomers age, it's going to be more customers, more opportunities, an opportunity where you're only doing listings, you're not working with buyers, okay? And an opportunity where not saturated by a bunch of other agents, you know? When I go to a networking group and I introduce myself, I'm the only probate realtor in the room. You can guarantee that, okay? I'm the only probate realtor. So, when are you going to step out and say, I want to be different? I want to niche down. I want to specialize in something in real estate. Probate may be for you, okay? So let's say, how do I do it, Carolyn? Yes, I want to do probate. I want to get it going. How do I do it, okay? So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start to build your foundation. Now, when you're building your foundation, if you follow me, you know that I cold call, right? That's the way I meet. That's the way I find a lot of my customers. I've been doing it since day one because guess what? I can talk about for sale by owners and expired listing, calling and all that because I did it. I literally did it. I lived that life, okay? So I can speak from a firsthand experience from that. So you can apply those same skills to calling probates, right? So you got to learn the script. You got to understand, how to talk to these people, how to reach out to them, right? Build confidence in the language. Just generally understanding what probate is, what is probate, and what is the process, right? Understanding what the timelines are with, the court process, with the heirs, with just like basic legal terms, right? So think about it, guys. Like I was just speaking with someone about this, that I actually sold mattresses. Okay, I'll just be out there. I sold mattresses at one point in my life for Mattress Giant. Okay, and when I went into that job, I had to literally. This is ridiculous thinking about this, but I had to go to mattress school for literally full time for 80 hours, like 40 hours, for 2 weeks to learn about the coils and, how many coils this bed had and what was the memory foam and what was this and what was that. So when the people came in, I could speak their language, right? So this is the same thing. So you want to build your foundation. Now, was I in 2 weeks, was I a probate, a mattress, giant? No, but I got enough training in me that I was able to start taking sales, right? I was able to go ahead and make a cold call. You're not going to know everything. You just need to know the basics. So that way, when you're on the phone with someone, you know how to connect with them and you can understand where they're coming from, okay? Second thing is that you've got to start making those disciplines, right? So we've talked about this here on this live and different videos that I've created of all the ways you can get probate leads, right? So probate is something that's happening. It's a public record, okay? So you can buy the leads, you can go to your courthouse and get the leads, you can download the leads in some markets, right? So find where you can get your lead source. Every single week, guys, it's new leads, okay? We have a joke in my group, like fresh leads weekly, and it kind of feels like a little weird, right? Because people passing away. But guys, this is what it is. As the babies are coming in, the people are leaving. It's like the circle of life here, okay? So every single week, you're going to get new families that have just filed probate, that have a house, that they're more than likely, based on what statistics tell us, 70% of them are going to sell. 70%. So if you get that lead, that list, you educate yourself a little bit on the probate process, you get away so that now you can, hey, maybe get absolute top dollars cold calling script, right? So you can get you in the door, you can set up a phone consultation with them and start having conversations with families of inherited property, guys, okay? It's just that easy. So you're going to get your basics down. You're going to understand what probate is in your market, in your area. You're going to go ahead and understand the generalized, timelines of the heirs and the court process and things like that. You're going to get some leads because we need leads, and you're going to start making your calls, okay? Now, if anybody has a cold calling experience, you will know that, hey, some days nobody answers the phone. And some days everyone answers the phone. Some days people are angry. Some days you book 3 appointments, right? You have to build up the discipline of prospecting daily, okay? And it's so incredible when I watch other people do it inside of my group and literally on the dialer for 1 hour, and they schedule three consultations of families that want to sell their inherited property. What did you do for an hour? Right? What were you doing in that hour to get business? So there's a lot of things that people can say about cold calling, negative condemnations about cold calling, or oh, cold calling doesn't work, or cold calling this or that. It's all BS, guys, okay? Cold calling is the quickest, fastest way to get money in this business, okay? Is there other ways to get money? Absolutely. You can market, you can network, right? You can do mailers, direct mail, right? You can do YouTube. There's so many ways to do it, but I guarantee you, picking up the phone, speaking to someone that you know that just inherited a property, asking them the magic question, are you thinking about selling this property? Boom, you schedule a consultation, you're at their house 2 days later, and now you've got a listing on the market. That's why I love cold calling. And that's why I don't ever see myself not prospecting regularly for deals, because it's what pays the bills. It's what gets you the money into the door as soon as possible. So just spending that time perfecting that craft, setting up a schedule for yourself, saying to yourself, hey, I'm going to prospect on my business. And it doesn't take like ridiculous amount of time, guys. Most counties, when you get probate leads, is probably about anywhere from 20 to 40 leads a week. How long does it take you to call 20 to 40 leads a week? Not much, okay? So you're talking about maybe 2 hours, an hour, 2 hours, plus when you start making your calls regularly, you're going to get follow-ups, right? So now we're building our pipeline. So you can literally apply this probate blueprint, okay, in 2026 and go from 0 to hero, okay, in that quick of amount of time, okay? So with this system, you want to develop your schedule of when you're going to reach out and you're going to make your prospecting calls to executors that have inherited properties, okay? Now, another one that I would like to add for you is for you to do network marketing. So you're going to go out and you're going to meet with people in your community that is working in the close space with probate, okay? So think about it. When someone passes away, they're not just dealing with an attorney. They've also dealt with planning a funeral. They've also dealt with a financial advisor. They've also dealt with possibly, funeral arrangements. I already said that. Sorry, guys, I get distracted. Someone's stalker calling me. But you want to think about who are the people that are right around in that probate space, could be other professionals that are helping the family go through the process, clean out companies, estate sale companies, right? You want to network in a way that you're networking with people that are dealing with the same type of customer. And so that you could go ahead and provide them your services, okay? Sorry guys, brief ending here, but I think I am off of Instagram. Darn it. Somebody was stalker calling me. It threw me off. Okay, I guess I'll have to end it. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys, for this. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I lost you, Instagram. All right. Just with you, YouTube, not a problem. So back to this, guys, is we want to build networking into your business plan. Okay. Now, when I talk about networking, think about this. So you're going to be calling out to your probate leads in the morning, let's say 2 hours a day, not a crazy amount of time, right? And then you're going to build out where are some networking events that I can get plugged into that make sense for the type of services that I offer. Could be assisted living facilities, could be networking with senior senior specialists, senior realtors that work with seniors and transitioning them. Think about all the people in all the spaces that are directly connected around probate real estate, okay? And then you want to add these things into your calendar so that every week, every month, you start building your network, right, guys? So we're using the cold calling to get in that direct deal right away. So it's just like pulling out your bow and arrow, boom, find a family to help and keep moving forward, right? And then you're going to start gradually building up your networking, talking to people that you know inside of the space, okay? And so with these two things only, when you're first starting off, I promise you guys, this is all that you will need to dominate in probate in your market, okay? Now, the other thing I like to share is that you're going to start, as you start taking in customers, you're going to start developing your framework, okay? So if you're familiar with me, I have a coaching group. I have a group of realtors that we all specialize in probate real estate, and they literally didn't have to come up with their framework because I already created a framework. So an entire sales process from cold call all the way to closing, okay? And this is the thing that's going to take you a little bit of time. Now, if you work with someone like myself, you're going to just plug and go, right? You're just going to basically business in a box, and you're not going to have to build out a framework. But if you're not working with someone like myself, then you're going to want to develop your SOPs, right? Your framework for doing business. Because at the beginning, you're probably going to be averaging about 1 to 2 listings a month when you first get started. But let me tell you guys, as things start ramping up and you stay consistent with making your calls and networking in your community, very quickly, you're going to ramp up to 3 to 4 listings a month. And when you're doing 3 to 4 listings a month, let me tell you, there is a lot of moving parts. So you need to make sure that you've got your system together. And once you book the appointment, then you do the consultation, then you go out to the property, then you do this. You're going to want to build out your systems. So as you start taking in deals, then you want to start documenting, okay, what is the process? How should I start setting this up so that every single transaction follows the same exact pattern, okay? And as you start doing this, the cool thing is you're going to start becoming a probate expert. You know, I didn't just wake up one day and I was a probate expert, right? It was deal by deal, family by family. In fact, right before I got on here, I was having a phone consultation with a gentleman that presented me something that I've never dealt with in my entire life, right? And that's how probate can be, is there's no, step 1, step 2, step 3, right? It's family. There's family involved. There's, legal involved. There's court involved. So sometimes things come up and you really don't know what to do, right? But as long as you have the right heart and you're willing to find a solution and you're willing to stand by that family, you're going to resolve it and you're going to figure it out. And then guess what? Now, when you figure that piece out, now I can now offer that to my future clients, right? I can now show them how I can help them in this scenario and in that scenario, okay? So this may sound like, Carolyn, this seems pretty easy. I'm just going to start calling probates. I hope you're feeling that way, because it could be that easy, guys. And it is that easy. It's connecting with families that just recently inherited a house and are interested in selling. Now, I don't know if I've been numbering these, but the fourth thing that I want to mention before we close out is then you want to start gathering together your preferred vendor list. Because by now, you will already start having regular probate business, right? And you're going to start using the same clean out company, the same cleaning ladies, the same estate sale ladies, right? So you want to develop a vendor list, a vendor connection list of people that you use and are trusted in the community to help build your business. And let me tell you guys, these people can send you deals as well. Because sometimes families will call the clean out guy first. they'll call the estate sales company first before they file probate or before they reach out about selling the house. They want to prepare the house for sale, right? So this is where you want to start developing those resources. So when you get those attorney relationships, when you get those relationships that you've been working on through your networking, now you also have something of value to give them. Like, yes, I have a connection with this, I have a connection with that. And in probate, you need a lot of connections, changing locks, cleaning out, all the things that it requires to prepare a home for sale and to maintain a home while it's still being sold. Okay. And the beautiful part is, guys, is that when you dedicate yourself to 1 year of consistently reaching out, consistently mastering your process, consistently building your skills, you are going to start generating 3 to 4 probate deals a month, and you're going to get referrals from attorneys and have created a repeatable monthly lead generation system, guys. Okay? Because once you have it all laid out, once you build out the foundations, right, then it's just rinse and repeat. You just do it again in 2027 and you do it again in 2028. And like the wealth transfer states, this is going to be business for the next 10 to 20 years. How many years are you going to be selling real estate, right? I probably have a good 10 years left in me, okay? So I'm going to master this. I'm going to keep building it every single year so that it gets bigger, gets better for my clients, gets better for the attorneys that I work with, gets better for the community, and even now sharing it with you, sharing it with agents, okay? So I hope that this was valuable, guys. I hope you could see how probate is not complicated. It can be easily built out in your marketplace. And if you're interested and you say, Carolyn, I want to work with you. I don't want to build all this out. I'd rather work with someone that's tried and true, has already done it, and give me the exact step-by-step of how I need to set this business up. If that's you, hit me up. Book a consultation with me. We're only on YouTube now because Instagram, sorry guys, didn't make it to the end. But in my YouTube homepage there, you can click on it, and I just updated my store. So if you click on there, you're going to see there's a bunch of ways that we can work together. Even if you want to just download my probate master class and you want to take my master class and you just want to hear all the process broken down, that's a great place to start. And if you're interested to get started today, say, I want to join your team, Carolyn. I want to work directly with you. I want you to be my mentor. Then book a probate discovery call. You can do it right there through my store. My calendar's there. Pick a date that works for you. And it would be my pleasure to work with you directly and build this out in your city and your county and your state. Okay, guys? So I hope this was great. I'm just going to check here if there's any live calls. Oh, somebody said sign me up. Let's go. I'm ready for it. Okay, so I'm excited, guys. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.